The chair recognizes the gentleman from Delaware, Mr. McBride, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. When I was elected, I promised to work with anyone who would help.
Okay, shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholom La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Bahashim Rakachadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh to the best of their ability. This is Yahchanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And so, this person that you see right here is supposedly, that transgender lawmaker, and they called him by his, his original name, because he goes by the name of Sarah McBride, but they said Mr. McBride, right? And pretty much overall, it's the law now, through Trump, that, he has gotten rid of, he pretty much has this law where they're only recognizing male and female, as, genders, not all that other shit. So Trump, he's trying to make it seem as if he's righteous. He's trying to make it seem as if, he got the, Make America Great Again Bible. He's autographing Bibles and selling Bibles. And, he had the Breakfast Club hook up a couple of days ago talking about, writing, something as far as anti-Christian laws, he an executive order on that, so he's, talking about bringing back the Christians, which he really means white Jesus, Christianity. But this guy, man, don't believe in no Bible. But other than that, though, like I said, now while he's trying to deport everybody, these so-called immigrants, he should be deporting motherfuckers like this right here if he was really about that Bible, right? Because when I seen this and I'm thinking like, let's get the scriptures right here. This is 1 Kings chapter 22. Let me see. I'm going to get verse 46. It says, "And the remnant of the Sodomites, which remained in the days of his father Asa, he took out of the land." In the NLT, the New Living Translation, it says, "He banished from the land the rest of the male and female shrine prostitutes who still continued their practices from the days of his father Asa." And that was back then, you know what I'm saying? You had there would be male prostitutes, and those male prostitutes, they would be dealing with men, man on man. And the scriptures talks about how that's an abomination and that those people would be surely put to death. So let's get that real quick. So why isn't Trump? My thing is, why isn't Trump? He's supposedly be bringing the Bible back, talking about Christianity and making America great again when they supposedly were a Christian nation. Why aren't you ridding this country of these idolatrous gods, so to speak? Why aren't you getting rid of the Muslim community? Why aren't you getting rid of these sodomites, man? These people that believe in man-on-man sex and woman-on-woman sex. He just signed an executive order talking about, the females. Males won't be able to, participate in the female sports anymore. Okay, but why aren't you just getting rid of them, period? Why aren't you banishing them from the country? You talking about criminals. This man is talking about, criminality in America to the point of where if you're so-called, just a real hardcore criminal, they'll deport you out of the country and send you to a prison in another nation. So why aren't you getting rid of these people? Why aren't you stopping this charade of wickedness since you're trying to so-called make America great again? If you were so-called this Christian president, you believe so hardcore in the Bible that you're selling, then why aren't you standing on business when it comes to getting rid of this super duper ultimate sinners that the Lord says should be put to death? Why aren't you doing that? He's not, right? This is Leviticus 18:22. "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination." Right? So that's an abomination to the Lord. Now, Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13 goes a little further. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Right? So, why isn't Trump pushing this or enforcing this? And why isn't he telling these Israelis? Because he just had Benjamin Netanyahu. We call him Benjamin Netanyahu. You know, he was pretty much the first leader to come here to the Americas. As far as like his new presidency. And they just stood on stage and, talked about Gaza and talk about how they're going to, take Gaza and turn it into pretty much a damn casino resort from the way they talking. But anyway, why didn't he tell Benjamin Netanyahu that, hey, you are supposedly the children of Israel? Why do you have this pink parade going on in Tel Aviv every year? Right? Let's see. Let's Google it. I like to Google stuff. Let's put in pink parade in Israel. Or better yet, let's just put in Slovakia. Let's just put in LGBTQ. Yep, in Israel. I ain't even had to go no further. God damn. I just put in LGBTQ and it popped up immediately. Israel is considered one of the most inclusive countries for the LGBT community in the world. It has progressive rights for the LGBTQ community, including legal protections against discrimination and recognition of the same-sex partnerships. So if these are the people, they're supposedly be fitting the prophecy, being the people coming back into the land and all that good little stuff, right? So why is this going on in the country where you're supposed to be the righteous people? You're supposed to be the righteous people. You're supposed to be the righteous as far as the world can see. The world should be able to see you as being the righteous. You're supposed to be running down the law, statutes, and commandments on the world to let them know how to be, how to live. So here you go. You're promoting the very thing that goes against the Torah. This is, because they'll say, they pretty much deal with the Old Testament. They don't believe with the New. They don't believe in the New Testament. But it goes against it in the Old and New Testament. But if they only believe in the Old Testament, the Torah tells them not to live this type of lifestyle. So why is it that they're in the so-called, they're in the Holy Land, prophecy has been performed, and they're the people, rather than Trump standing up tall and saying, well, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? What's going on with that? You're not looking good as a people as far as, you're supposed to be the holy people, but yet, you have this LGBTQ thing going on in your country, and you're holding this parade every year. What's going on with that? Trump not going to say nothing about that. And he's not going to stop these people from being what they are here in America. He's just saying that we're going back to, two genders, male and female. Well, no, you should be cutting into all this shit, man. See, they have, it says legal protections. That's in Israel. Employment discrimination based on sexual orientation has been illegal since 1992. Right? So they have laws to protect these things. Spousal benefits. Same-sex couples in Israel, same-sex couples have the same employment-related spousal benefits as heterosexual couples. How is that possible in the land of Israel where the righteous are supposed to be? That's how you know that these people are not the people. Property taxes. Same-sex couples are exempt from property transfer taxes. Financial matters. Same-sex couples are treated the same as common law spouses for tax real estate, and financial purposes. LGBTQ facilities, social clubs, and bars. Large Israeli cities have LGBTQ facilities, including social clubs and bars. LGBTQ pride parades. Tel Aviv has held an annual pride parade since 1998, and Jerusalem has held its own pride parade since 2002. So that lets you know, you have to know these people are not the people. Just from that alone. LGBTQ clinics. The Agada has an LGBT clinic that offers emotional support, assistance with coming out, and more. So you're supporting this bullshit instead of saying, you know what, hey, look, man, that goes against the scriptures, man. That goes against the Torah. That goes against the 5 books of the law with Moses, man. So there you have it. LGBTQ travel destinations, Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is known as one of the most gay-friendly cities in the world and a popular tourist destination for LGBTQ people. And these are your people that supposedly be about the Bible. Right? So let's put in, give you, I like to put in pictures, I like to see, let people get, visuals of who's in charge and little stuff like that. Once you have, let's see, Benjamin, this guy right here. Now, he's the prime minister. He really has, I think, more power than their actual president, which, Scripture's not dealing with none of this stuff. But this is the guy right here. He's 75 years old. Right? He's been in power for quite some time. And, it's been all kinds of protests as to getting rid of his ass. But he continues to hold power, right? Okay, so let's put in, let's see what his net worth is. They saying 13 million, but of course, America's sending billions there. So that's probably a blatant lie. But anyway, let's put in Israel's president, because they actually have a president, but the president, from what I understand, see, here you go right here, Isaac Herzog, he doesn't have the actual power that the prime minister has. This is the guy right here. You can clearly see these are Edomites as well. Because they try and act as if they're not the same people. But see, like this photo right here, right? This white guy, so-called white guy right here on the left, which is Benjamin Netanyahu, he'll tell you that he's something different from President Trump. And they're the same exact people. They are Edomites. But they got the world thinking that they're Jewish and that they're different from all these other so-called white people. That's pretty much what the world thinks, because they, control the media and push that kind of bullshit through. And a lot of people don't even question or ask themselves, well, they look like so-called white people. Aren't they the same? So, but matter of fact, let's put that in. Let's put in, are Israelis white people? Let's see. Because somebody, they will tell on themselves sometimes. But they do try and sweep little stuff like this under the rug. Genetically, Ashkenazi Jews are about half Middle Eastern, half European. No, they are Edomites. They will be fully Europeans. They just saying that because they live in that region. And land masses are not ethnicities. Colors are not ethnicities. Those are things that Esau has pushed out here, that you can be black, you can be a color out of a crayon box, like that's an ethnicity. Like, where the fuck is black? Generally, but it has nothing to do with a landmass as well. Even though sometimes a continent or a region where people live, it plays into their ethnicity, so to speak. But that's not actually what an ethnicity is, as far as the what the scripture says here in Numbers. Let me get that real quick. Numbers chapter 1. Your nationality or your ethnicity goes by the seed line of your father. So what your dad is, that's what you are. And Esau, the so-called white man, he has told the world that, you're Russian, you're Ukrainian, you're German, you're Polish, But the scriptures, it's 18 nations in the scriptures, and these people are Edomites. Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18, it says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. See? And your pedigree is simply just going off into your ancestry. Who you are, as far as your family tree comes from your dad. Because your dad carries you in his ball sack. Not to sound graphic. But he carries you in his nut sack. Right? So you're already within your dad. You are exactly what your dad is. The mother has absolutely nothing to do with ethnicity or the race of the person. It's the father. That's why when a woman, even here in the Americas, they still kind of have that cultural hookup, where if a woman, she gets married, now she has her father's last name until she gets married. When she gets married, she takes on the name of the father's household of the man that she's marrying. She no longer have her original dad's name. Now you have in this country in America where you have somebody like Angelina Jolie, but she got Pitt on the end. You'll have some of these women, they be actors, or they'll be singers, or they in the entertainment, and they'll just keep their original name. You know what I'm saying? They won't take on their father's or their husband's last name. That's like Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris didn't take on her husband's name, which is Imhoff, I think is his last name. So Kamala Imhoff, which he's supposedly in one of these Israelis too. But a lot of people don't know that Kamala's marriage name, her married name, is Kamala Imhoff, not Kamala Harris. Because why? She kept her original name. Because I guess her running for president and doing all that little shit like that anyway, that wouldn't have set well with the so-called black woman, what she was trying to fool anyway. Harris sounds more nigga-like. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on this for a hot sec, but because this guy right here, again, this is a dude looking like a straight woman. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's get a clear picture. Let's get a clear picture. Do a little web search to just show you that this is the world that we live in, where a man can change his whole hookup into a woman. This is the dude right here. Look at him. Looking weird as hell. Making laws. What laws do you think this person is going to make? Like, look. Big, long face, Chester cheese, rat looking ass dude, man. Right? What kind of laws do you think this person is going to push through being in office? They're going to push a lot of shit that they're into. Look at this motherfucker, man. This is a straight dude. Straight dude, man. So now that you see the face, let's see. There you go. Motherfucker won an election and is in office. And that lets you know, man, this place is doomed, bro. Because like I said again, with Trump not getting rid of these people. He really don't even have the power to, even if he tried. Man, you can push that male and female, but what about all these people that are in your country that are into this lifestyle, that's within your governments and making rules, regulations? These people are lawyers, they're doctors, they're police officers, they're judges, These motherfuckers at your McDonald's, they at your damn Taco Bell. What are you going to do about these people, man? Nothing. You're not about to, be a righteous man and say, hey, look, man, y'all, because really, in reality, it should be put down. But he's not going to do that, and he's definitely not going to deport their asses. They're going to be right here embedded into America and doing what they do. So him trying to front as if he's this righteous man, that's not, we can clearly see, it's a front, man. Shit is all a front. Because if you are this righteous man and you got all these so-called white evangelical Christians that voted your ass in there, why aren't these people saying, Trump, you got to get rid of these people? You know why they not gonna do that? Because they understand that first off, they wicked as hell. They don't give a fuck anyway. And it would take him 100 years to get rid of these motherfuckers, really, in reality, with their bullshit laws. You know? Because they'll go back and forth to court, back and forth to court, back and forth to court, back and forth to court. Democrats will sue the Republicans. Republicans will sue the Democrats. And it'll just be an ongoing hookup, man. So this man, when he talks about that Make America Great Again and all that little shit like that, come on, bro. You got people like this in office that he's not going to pursue. But he's going to pursue you niggas. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're the worst thing happening in America. They deporting your ass. They want to send you to Guantanamo Bay. But they're not rounding up these people. Why are they not rounding up these people? You're supposed to be a Christian nation, right? Anyway, I just wanted to point out, some more of the hypocrisy of Esau, man. Because Esau, the so-called white man, is very hypocritical, man. He's a very hypocritical person. Just them as a people, they don't have, they're allergic to truth. They're allergic to, accountability. Right? Here you go today with this bullshit Super Bowl. They're going to fly jets, spray colors in the sky, red, white, and blue. Bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And so, you about to see a bunch of bullshit today, man. So, hey, I just wanted to touch on that, man. Hey, we'll end out there. Pray that the lesson. Look at this dude, man. This shit is retarded. Look at this dude, man. Golly. This dude is out here fronting like he's a woman. But hey, what did they do? Let me go back. They called his ass Mr. McBride in this video. And you know why he probably didn't say anything about it and didn't correct him? Because he understand, like, well, Trump, he pushed the law through. This is an executive law now. Let's go back.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from Delaware, Mr.
The gentleman? And how dare you? Before, that's what you was hearing last year. How dare you? You call them by their pronoun. No, Trump not. Trump, like, that pronoun shit is over with, bro. So anyway, man, with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala and the Bubble Ball. Hey, this place is getting more stupider by the day, man. Shalom.